Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Santa Anita Park here on opening day. It's Tuesday, December the 26th, 2017. I'm going to look at the stakes races on today's program from Santa Anita, including the Malibu, which goes off as race number 8. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. So let's get on to it. Today's stakes races on the program from Santa Anita, races 3, 6, 7, and 8. So races 3, 6, 7, and 8. So let's get on to it, starting off with the third race from Santa Anita Park. Third race is the 80th running of the San Antonio Grade 2 purse $300,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 6 horses going the distance of ground here of 1,700 meters or a mile and 1/16 on the Santa Anita dirt course. So this is kind of the local prep for the Pegasus coming up in about I don't know, a month now. So you might see some of these horses run back into the Pegasus, mainly collected, and the 4-horse prime attraction. My top pick in this race, I like the 6-horse collected. I think he'll run a big one. You know, I always thought of him of a horse being a good mile to a mile and 1/8 horse. He likes Santa Anita. He should run a big one. So I'm gonna go 6-4-1-5 in the superfecta. 6-4-1-5 super single collected in the early pick 5. But number 6 collected 3 to 5. Mike Smith is on the spot. Baffert trained 4-year-old colts by City Zip. Smith is getting on this horse for the first time today. A normal rider of Martin Garcia is actually riding here in New York now, so he's not getting the pickup mount. But most recently, his horse started on the 4th of November. They came at Del Mar, mile and a quarter in the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Classic. Horse finished second by 2 1/4 lengths. Wide post draw that day. He was dueling a little bit earlier in the race, but he just couldn't catch Gunrunner, who was just on another level. It just wasn't his day to win. Gunrunner just ran the race of his life. But before then, the Pacific Classic at Del Mar, mile and a quarter, August the 19th. Horse won by half length. Was on the lead almost all throughout, and just had a very easy, clear victory. An all-around great race. And then the Precisionist here at Santa Anita, mile 16, June the 24th. Horse won by 14 lengths. Broke second, dueled a little bit early, but got the lead and then took off clear. Won by a bunch. A very easy race. Before that, won the Californian and won the Santa Ana Mile very easily at Santa Anita after a long layoff. He's a good horse. He should like the distance. He should run a big one. Like I said, he's not the best price in the world, but he's a single for me in the early pick 5. So to recap my bets for the third from Santa Anita, it's the 80th running of the Grade 2 San Antonio. Gonna go with the 6-horse collected. Gonna go 6-4-1-5 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 6 from Santa Anita. The 6th race, it's the 8th running of the Mathis Brothers Mile Grade 2 purse, $200,000. It's for 3-year-olds, falls of 2014. Field of 8 horses going the distance of ground of 1,600 meters or 1 mile on the Santa Anita turf course. This race used to be known as the Sir Boatford years ago, so that's why it's has a weird name now. But this is always a good race. That end of the year mile race for the 3-year-olds. This year, no exceptions, great race. My top pick in this one, I like the 5-horse Bowie's Hero. I'm gonna go 5-3-8-6 in the superfecta. 5-3-8-6 super. Top pick number 5, Bowie's Hero. 7-2. Kent DeSormo is on this Phil D'Amato trained 3-year-old colt by Artie Schiller. So this horse should definitely get the mile. Most recently, this horse had a start 25th of November at Del Mar, mile and 1/8 in the Grade 1 Hollywood Derby. Horse finished 5th by 2.5 lengths that day. Had a horrible break. Was the last most of the race was wide, closed up a tiny bit at the end, but it wasn't the best rides by Kent DeSormo. He had some times to go, but he just didn't pick the right spots. Hopefully today he gets a better ride. Before then, the Twilight Derby at Santa Anita, mile and 1/8, October the 28th, Horse finished 3rd by 3 3/4 lengths. Sat mid-pack most of the race, was a little bit wide. He was closing up well at the end, just missed, but, that wasn't a half-bad run. And then the Del Mar Derby at Del Mar, mile on the 8th, September the 3rd. Horse finished 3rd by length that day. Sat mid-pack early on in the race and closed up a little bit at the end, but it wasn't enough to win. You know, but the horse's last victory came in the Oceanside at Del Mar opening day for the summer. He won by 1.5 lengths, and you know he quickened up nicely after a trip sitting towards the back of the pack. You know, the good closing kick, and he won for fun. A very nice victory for this horse. You know, he's run here at Santa Anita 4 times in the past. He has one victory that came as a 2-year-old, excuse me, as a 3-year-old in the Singletary earlier this year. You know, I think he'll run a big one here at 7-2, so watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the 6th from Santa Anita, it's the 8th running of the Grade 2 Mathis Brothers Mile. Going to go with the 5 horse here, who is Bowie's Hero. Going to go 5-3-8-6 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 7 from Santa Anita. The 7th race, it's the 45th running of the La Brea. Grade 1 purse, $300,000. It's for fillies, 3-year-olds. Field of 8 horses going the distance of ground here of 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the main track. And I always show the diagram, just gives me a second to look down at my notes, so just bear with me. My top pick in this race, I like the number 7 horse here, and a single in the pick 4, the late pick 5 here. That's going to be the number 7 horse, Paradise Woods. Going to go 7-3-1-5 in the superfecta. 7-3-1-5 super. Top pick number 7, Paradise Woods. 8-5. Flavian Pratt is on the Striel filly by Union Rags. Most recently, his horse had to start the 3rd of November. I came at Del Mar, on the 8th in the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Distaff. Horse finished 3rd by 3.5 lengths that day. And had a stalking position early on, and just really couldn't get a good closing kick at the end. You know, disappointing beat, but I think coming back here today to the sprinting distance, you know, which I think this horse should really like. He should run a big one. You know, before that at Santa Anita, mile 16th in the Grade 1 Zenyatta, horse won by 5.25 lengths. She was the best horse by a mile. It was only a field of 4 horses. She was on lead all the round, just opened up a very easy victory. Didn't even get the whip. An all-around great race. And then the Torrey Pines at Del Mar, 1 mile, August 27th. Horse finished 6th by 7 lengths. You know, 30 cents a dollar. This horse really had a horrible start, and that's where her race ended a foot out of the gate. Not even. You know, horrible start. Really couldn't recover. It just wasn't her day to win it, especially off the layoff. But she's run here at Santa Anita 4 times in the past. Has 3 victories. You know, her only loss came at 6 furlongs. The 6 furlong distance after. Not the best of beginnings. But I think she'll run a big one here today. So watch out for her. So to recap my bets for the 7th from Santa Anita, it's the Grade 1 45th running of the La Brea. Gonna go with the 7 horse Paradise Woods, single in the multi-race for me. Gonna go 7-3-1-5 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 8 from Santa Anita. The 8th race, it's the 66th running of the Malibu. Grade 1 purse, $300,000. It's for 3-year-olds. Field of 9 3-year-olds going the distance of ground here of 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the Santa Anita main track. My top pick in this race, I like the number 4 horse here, excuse me, number 4, Favorable Outcome. Gonna go 4-8-3-6 in the superfecta, 4-8-3-6 super. Top pick number 4, Favorable Outcome, 3-1. Javier Castellano is on the Striel Colt by Flatter. Most recently, his horse had a start here in New York at Aqueduct, November the 26th, 6.5 furlongs and opposite 6-2 claimer. Horse won by a neck that day. You know, he broke on top and then just stalked a little bit wide in the stretch, but this horse closed up well at the end. Got a great victory, an all-around great race for this horse. You know, before that at Belmont, September 30th, good but sealed going. 7 furlongs off 6-2 claimer. Horse finished 3rd by 3/4 of a length that day. He stalked most of the race. Actually had the lead in the stretch. Got caught right before the wire. But, you know, he ran okay against some... That was a tough race, especially after the layoffs. Then his start before came the 4th of September. Excuse me, the 4th of February. Can't speak all of a sudden. Sorry, I didn't have coffee yet. But the start before came the 4th of February at Gulfstream. 7 furlongs in the Grade 2 Swale. This horse won by 3/4 length. Sat back early, but closed up well at the end. You know, an all-around great victory. He should like the 7 furlong distance. You know, second off the layoff. Watch out for him to run a big one here today. So to recap my bets for today's 8th race from Santa Anita, it's the 66th running of the Grade 1 Malibu Stakes. Gonna go with the number 4 horse, Favorable Outcome. Gonna go 4-8-3-6 in the superfecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck.